Now on CoastTV News.
Dense fog this morning on Delmarva. Leave extra time to get to your destination. Sunshine later today, another round of showers tonight. Details coming up.
Shoreline strategy, the work being done to encourage people to help in being a line of defense to protect our beaches. Millville mulls budget, what the town council is considering on property tax rates as a deadline nears. Senior exemption, Sussex County officials attempt to finalize this updated property tax exemption for senior citizens.
This is CoastTV News Today.
25, good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Thank you for being up with us during this 5 o'clock hour. We got a foggy start, little foggy start, so let's get right to First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihe. He's got a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. Yes, we are seeing some of that thick fog out there, especially across Maryland right now. 1.25 miles in fog, 2 miles in Ocean City. Not as bad in Georgetown. But that said, I think southern parts of Delmarva and southern parts of Sussex County, I should say, still seeing thick fog. So use the low beam headlights. Pack your patience. Delay travel if you can. This fog should move out pretty quickly this morning. We have a cold front moving through. Maybe a sprinkle across the eastern shore, just clipping northwest Sussex County. Also, a few showers possible near Snow Hill and Chincoteague. Otherwise, there is a weak cold front working through right now. Excuse me. And then as that works through, that should dissipate the fog as we go through the morning hours. Otherwise, we will see a northwesterly flow. That will start to dry us out as we go through time. Temperatures right now, 47 in Georgetown, Milton 47, 49 in Ocean City, 49 in Bethany Beach. And the winds are calm, but the tendency is out of the northwest. So we will lift this fog pretty quickly as we go through the morning hours. In fact, Futurecast by 6 a.m. has us clearing out. This might be a little aggressive, but we're looking at temperatures in the 40s early on. By mid-morning, 50 in Seaford, 50 in Millsboro, 49 in Ocean City. And then as we go into the noon hour, 58 in Millsboro, 58 in Georgetown, and cooler at the beaches. And then by this afternoon, a few clouds. It does get breezy. 61 in Seaford, 60 in Millsboro, 60 in Salisbury, but cooler at the coast with a bit of a sea breeze. Temperatures in the 50s there. Then clouds will increase this evening. Another round of showers on the way for tonight. Here's our day part forecast. Take it slow in the fog this morning. Otherwise, sunshine throughout the day. It does get breezy this afternoon and temperatures into the lower 60s. Coming up, I'll have much more on that shot of showers tonight and then improving conditions for the rest of the week a little bit later in the newscast.
All right, Bob, and we talked about the fog, so let's check out some of the areas around Delmarva. Here is the scene in Ocean City. This was a few moments ago. You can see not too bad there, but there is some sort of moisture in the air. This is the bird's eye view on 94th Street. So let's go north. We're now going to get a live look at Milford. No fog situation, so that aligns with what we just saw on Bob's map. This is the southern part of the city just off of Route 1. Pretty clear there so far, and that is what we are dealing with on this Tuesday morning. Our top story this hour, the Millville Town Council will look to move closer in finalizing its new budget for the 2026 fiscal year. The budget being reviewed shows no property tax increases. And overall, the budget projects to be in just over $2 million in expenses. A public hearing scheduled for the 7 p.m. Tuesday Town Council meeting in that new fiscal year in Millville. That is set to begin on May 1st. Finalizing property tax exemptions for seniors in Sussex County will be reviewed. This will be during a public hearing at the council meeting in Georgetown. The county's working to keep that exemption in line with changing property values. Low-income seniors, they get up to $12,500 off of their taxable assessment. And with new assessed values, the county says that number could go up to $229,000. Income restrictions are expected to stay the same. Overall, with the assessments taking place all across Delaware, the deadline to submit an appeal for your new property assessment is approaching. Sussex County posted to Facebook that the deadline to file an appeal is March 31st. That's coming up. The county says you can access that appeal form online. Happening today, a two-day training event to help encourage people to assist with living shorelines. Here's what that means. The natural shorelines, they use natural materials like oyster shells and native plants to prevent erosion and flooding. There's going to be an event held in Lewis, and this takes place today and tomorrow. According to DENRAC, it will feature hands-on activities led by shoreline experts. NCAA women's basketball tournament, and we had a thriller in College Park last night. 12 seconds remaining regulation. Maryland's Sarah Tabiasu hits the three to send it to overtime. We'd actually go double overtime, and at the end, this is the Maryland defense clamping down. They deny Alabama a chance to tie, and just like their counterparts on the men's side, these Terps are Sweet 16 bound. Maryland will face defending national champ South Carolina. That is Friday night. Equal pay for women getting some attention today in Delaware. This is to commemorate what is being called Equal Pay Day. It recognizes how far into the year women must work to make what men earned the previous year. Representative Melanie Ross-Levin will speak on wage disparities and ways to advance equal pay in the first state. Now, the data can be a little skewed here. According to previous Bureau of Labor Statistics time use surveys, full-time working men worked 8.4 hours on an average a day, while full-time women worked 7.8 hours. The event takes place at 11:30 at Legislative Hall. Now taking a live look at Washington, D.C., and fallout continues what appears to be a big national security breach. A journalist with The Atlantic magazine says he was accidentally added to a group chat on an unclassified messaging app with top government officials, and they were discussing plans for military strike against the Houthi rebels in Yemen that took place earlier this month. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how lawmakers are reacting and what could happen now.
The White House in damage control, trying to figure out how a journalist was accidentally added to a group chat with top U.S. officials discussing sensitive military plans to bomb Iranian-backed forces in Yemen earlier this month, and why they used the unclassified commercial messaging app Signal.
These are life and death issues.
The Atlantic magazine's editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg says he was added by National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and took screenshots of the messages, including from Vice President J.D. Vance, Waltz, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who sought to discredit Goldberg and downplay the discussions.
Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
Goldberg disputes that, noting some details he says Hegseth shared were too sensitive to quote directly.
I will describe them to you. The specific time of a future attack, specific targets, including human targets, meant to be killed in that attack, weapon systems. It was a minute-by-minute accounting of what was about to happen.
The National Security Council said the chat appears to be authentic, while arguing there were no threats to our service members or our national security. 14 Senate Democrats sending President Trump a letter demanding answers. He denied any knowledge on Monday.
I don't know anything about it.
Amid outrage on Capitol Hill.
It is by the grace of God that we don't have dead pilots and failed missions.
The Republican Senate Armed Services chair saying his committee will look into it.
It's definitely a concern, and it appears that mistakes were made, no question.
As the fallout grows. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And two sources tell NBC News that President Trump met with National Security Advisor Mike Waltz yesterday. The White House said the president has the utmost confidence in his national security team. And we are just getting started this morning on Coast TV News Today. Coming up, Coastal Pet Connection. We will tell you how the brand new on Valley SPCA is hoping to connect you with a new furry friend during PetSmart's Charities National Adoption Week. Also, food bank fears, how a canceled USDA delivery is impacting local resources on Delmarva, and filter forced away, the backlash that could have led TikTok taking down a popular filter. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, learn the basics of kayaking and how to safely explore our local waterways. Then, discover a new dining spot serving up fresh seafood and rooftop views. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
You rip and tear your old statements and bills, but thieves use this information to steal your identity. Don't be a victim. Get the ID Police, the new ink roller that encrypts all your old documents. So before you throw it out, just roll it on, and your information is gone, both on the front and through the back. even if the paper is held up to the light. Even your medical information is safe with the ID Police. So block it out before you throw it out. Order now and get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 and get free shipping too. This offer is not available on Amazon, so call or click now to get your ID Police for as low as $9.99 with free shipping. Order now.
Call 1-800-803-0512. That's 1-800-803-0512. Or visit getidpolice.com. So call 1-800-803-0512 now.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Coming up, Drew dishes on SNL's 50th with Robert De Niro.
I got to do this sketch with you. I asked if I could get in your face.
Yep.
And I did the...
Yeah. Tuesday at noon on CoastTV.
5:11 on this foggy Tuesday morning for some, but not so in Dover. Visibility is pretty good here in the Bay Health Cam, 48, but you see the pavement's kind of wet, so we still have some moisture hanging around from the rain we picked up yesterday. 1.25 miles in fog in Salisbury, 2 miles in Ocean City, so the fog thicker here across southern Sussex. Georgetown, you're in better shape with 6 miles, but in the fog, use a low beam headlights. I think it should get scoured out pretty quickly with a cold front this morning. Temperature's not bad, 49 Ocean City, 50 in Rehoboth, 47 in Georgetown right now. As we are seeing a weak front moving through, maybe a little shower around Bridgeville, up farther northwest in Milford right now. Also a little shower down near Chincoteague, maybe a sprinkle. This is a very weak cold front moving through, but this will tend to scour out the fog. Then we'll see clearing and sunshine later today with breezy conditions. But take care in the fog. Delay travel by a couple hours if you can this morning, especially across Maryland. Areas of fog, I gave it the yellow light for the morning commute, and then for this evening, much better. In fact, it'll be breezy with a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures in the low 60s, and I gave it the green light.
Good to know. We're going to stay in this driving theme, Bob, because we have a heads up for drivers in Milford. There is a road closure set to last all week there. The city says Eastern States Construction will continue sewer line work in this area that we're seeing on our screen. This is South Washington Road. And the city says even though this will be the only road impacted by the project, drivers should still plan for delays and detours. Let's go to Greenwood. DelDOT is announcing lane closures on Market Street. The agency says Delmarva's Central Railroad Company, they need to complete maintenance on the railroad crossing in that area. And that closure is set to begin at 7 a.m. Monday, March 31st. And that work is expected to be completed by April 7th by 5 p.m. New this morning, the Delaware Office of Supplier Diversity. They're rolling out a new online portal to help small and diverse businesses. According to the agency, the new portal will make the ability to get certification easier. And with this portal, applicants no longer have to submit paper applications. The portal will also look to make certified businesses have an easier time getting state contracts, and more information on all this can be found on coasttv.com. Live Nation has settled a $20 million lawsuit around its alleged antitrust practices. This suit was filed by its investors in 2023, and they claim the Ticketmaster parent company lied to them about its vulnerability to antitrust complaints. The plaintiffs argue that the company should have warned them it's likely to face scrutiny and fines. Live Nation said no legitimate complaint could be made due to competition from StubHub, SeatGeek, and Vivid. TikTok's taken down the controversial chubby filter that allowed users to change photos to make themselves look heavier. The AI-filtered videos start with an unedited photo of the user before the chubby filter trickles down the screen. Then the trend received backlash from users concerned about implicit body shaming. TikTok said it removed the filter and was reviewing videos that featured it, making them ineligible for recommendation and blocking them from teen accounts.
Pack your patience this morning. Areas of fog out there. We're seeing some of that fog on the Spicer Brothers camera right now in Salisbury, so use a low beam headlights and delay travel if you can this morning. That fog will burn off, I think, by about 8 a.m. There we're seeing sunshine today. Another round of showers tonight, and then improving weather end of the week into the weekend. I'll have your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Come out to the Race for Open Space 5K in Willis at George H.P. Smith Park on Saturday, April 5th at 9 a.m. Have fun with a 5K run and 1 mile walk with refreshments from Lloyd's Market and other local businesses, plus t-shirts and free health care awareness by BB Hospital. Proceeds go to support the permanent preservation of 4th Street Preserve, a 30-acre forested property for wildlife and native plants featuring minimal impact walking trails. Register for the race at osalewis.org.
Who wants to drag out a bulky vacuum? Introducing Horsepower Duck, a super compact vac with ultra-powerful suction. Clean up that mess in the kitchen, the spill on the sofa, even sawdust in the workshop. Just duck it up. The compact design can reach the tightest places, so store it in any drawer where it's always at your fingertips. You can even store it in your glove box for the ultimate car vac. The HEPA filter helps remove dust and allergens. Plus, it dumps out with ease, so it's ready to clean again. Get the Horsepower Duck handbag for just $39.99. Order right now and we'll upgrade you to the Duck Pro package, a $30 value, yours free. You get the bendable tube, the crevice nozzle, and the soft brush nozzle, but supplies are limited, so there's a strict limit of 3 ducks per order. This may be your last chance to get yours at this low price, so don't delay. Duck it up today.
Call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com. So call 1-800-581-3085 or visit duckvac.com now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
Time is 5:17, and we're checking out the live scene in Salisbury and a good look at what the fog situation in that part of Wycomico County is. And it really seems like it depends on where you are, Bob, on Delmarva when it comes to fog this morning.
Absolutely, and that can make it even trickier, Matt, because if you're in widespread dense fog, you're actually, just used to driving in the low visibility. But if you come out of the fog and then go back into it, you have to adjust. So really be careful out there this morning. Use the low beam headlights. The good news is visibility is improving in Georgetown, went from 6 miles to 10 miles there, but it's only 3/4 of a mile in Salisbury. As we just saw the Spicer Brothers camp, still pretty hazy and foggy in Maryland, and 2 miles in Ocean City right now. We do have a weak cold front that will eventually scour this fog out here in the next few hours. And we have the clouds in place, and there's a weak cold front working through, maybe a sprinkle or two around Bridgeville up through Milford. That's about it. And then also maybe a few sprinkles down into Maryland, Snow Hill, George Island Landing, and Chincoteague. Maybe some light sprinkles for you. Otherwise, there is a weak cold front sliding through right now. But what that will do is once that presses through, that should scour out the fog. We should get some mixing behind this front. You already start to see some clearing now taking place across the eastern shore, and there is weak high pressure building in behind this system, so we will clear it out, see some sunshine today, and then that's short-lived because we have another system we're watching across the Central Plains with rain from Iowa back through Illinois into the Tennessee Valley, and this system will be sliding to the east, and that will bring us a chance of showers through the overnight hours. Nothing all that significant. 45 in Delmar right now, 49 Indian River Inlet, Georgetown and Milton right now at 46, and we have that patchy fog out there as we are watching calm winds right now, but the tendency is out of the northwest as a weak cold front is working through. Now, Futurecast is very optimistic on getting the fog and clouds out of here, has us totally clear by 6 a.m. Well, now, if that's the case, I think we could still be hanging on to a little bit of fog. Otherwise, we're looking at temperatures in the low to mid 40s. By 9 a.m., we're in the sunshine, warming evening into the low 50s from Georgetown to Selbyville, 52 in Salisbury. Cooler 40s at the coast by the noon hour. Lots of sunshine and not bad. Upper 50s from Seaford to Millsboro and Milton, but cooler from Dewey Beach to Fenwick Island with low to mid 50s as you'll have a breeze coming off the ocean there. By 2 p.m. inland areas a little milder in Millsboro, 60 there, and Seaford the same, 59 in Delmar. Then as we go into the late afternoon, we'll start to see clouds increasing, and I mentioned that system earlier that will bring showers. Now 8 o'clock we're looking at dry conditions still across Sussex County, but showers beginning to move into Salisbury. We'll see those scattered showers late this evening and midnight. Still some showers across the area. This is not going to bring a lot of rain, maybe about 1/10 of an inch or so. And then by 3 a.m. it's pretty much gone as we clear out the skies. And then by Wednesday morning it will be cooler behind this system with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. We get into a northwesterly flow. Some clouds tomorrow, and it will be a little cooler with temperatures in the mid 50s inland, lower 50s at the beaches. But all in all, temperatures pretty close to average. So not a lot of rain with this system moving through. About 1/10 of an inch, maybe squeezing out about 2/10 in Berlin, and other places just seeing a few hundredths of an inch of rain. As we go into the weekend, we have a big warm up. I think Saturday we're in good shape, and then Sunday we start to cloud it up as we see our next system moving in. This one a little stronger, could bring us some rain later Sunday on into Monday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 62 today. Those showers overnight tonight, maybe into early Wednesday, otherwise 57 Wednesday. Lots of sunshine Thursday, 55, 64 on Friday. And ooh, Matt, fire up the grill. 72 on Saturday, partly cloudy. Late day showers Sunday, 71, and looks like more showers on Monday and 72. Things are really going to green up by then. Congratulations to Patricia McMichael from Berlin. She has a brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thank you, Bob. We do have developing news. Food Bank of Delaware is raising some concerns. The USDA is canceling $500 million in food purchases meant for food banks nationwide, and this includes shipments that were headed to Delaware. Food Bank says more than half of the food distributed last month came from the USDA.
More than a dozen truckloads of food that would feed 600,000 hungry Delawareans, have been suspended.
Working together to ensure that we can continue to do this work, that we can continue to put food on Delawareans' tables is for us what's most important. So we're going to do everything we can to make sure that we can continue to do that. But it's a great time for the community to engage, to step up.
And while federal support is uncertain, the food bank says it is relying on the community to help fill that gap. Up next, Coastal Pet Connection. We're going to tell you where you can find your next best friend on Delmarva this weekend. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Ordered now.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
This just in, the Brandywine Valley SPCA, they're encouraging people to find their new furry friend during PetSmart's Charities National Adoption Week, and that is happening now. To celebrate, there will be several adoption events across Delaware, actually some in Pennsylvania over the border. But this weekend, people can head to the BV SPCA in Rehoboth Beach and Millsboro to take home a new pet. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's when Rehoboth Beach will host its event. Millsboro's is Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4. Springfest coming back to Ocean City. The 34th annual event is taking place April 24th through the 27th, and that is in the inlet parking lot. And there will be live music, crafts, food. That's always important. Workshops, sunrise yoga class on the beach. That could be exciting, Bob. And to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Ocean City, there will be an anniversary floral garden. That sounds great. As summer approaches, so does paid parking season along the coast. And Fenwick Island is announcing when people who live there can pick up their parking passes for the 2025 season. The town says they must bring an ID to the police department for the pickup. This will begin on April 1st. It'll take place Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And as we bring back the aforementioned First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi, boy, we're looking at some sun along our beaches today. Could be a nice day to walk a dog or just go for a walk yourself.
Yeah, are there dogs allowed on the beach?
I think we're still there, yes.
All right, good. It always reminds me of the Peanuts, when they said Snoopy, like, no dogs allowed, with the beaches. All right, anyway. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, we're looking at 40s early on, seeing sunshine later on, only mid-50s for highs in Ocean City, upper 50s in Fenwick Island, close to 60 there. UV index moderate, make sure you have your sunscreen handy. Lowest sunshine, upper 50s for you, so not a bad ferry ride up to Cape May. Wind shouldn't be too bad. In Rehoboth, you're warming into the upper 50s. Waves on the Atlantic around 2 to 4 feet. 1 to 2 foot waves on the Bayside in Cambridge today. Some fog early, otherwise increasing clouds later with a high of 60. And Crisfield, a cool start and near 60 for you. We do have a round of showers tonight, not significant, and then drying out for the end of the weekend. A really nice warm up for the weekend. More on that coming up in the next half hour.
Thanks, Bob. And coming up next on CoastTV News Today, Living Shoreline Lessons, how DENREC is helping people learn to protect and preserve our natural barriers. Also, Sussex seniors getting a break. Possible update to the senior tax exemptions that is getting a public hearing later today. And Milford money discussions. We will tell you what is expected for the city as those budget talks take place later today in Milford.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com. This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit getdrainmagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit getdrainmagic.com now.
Now on CoastTV News. Dense fog this morning on Delmarva. Leave extra time to get to your destination. Sunshine later today. Another round of showers tonight. Details coming up.
Shoreline strategy, the work being done to encourage people to help in being a line of defense to protect our beaches. Millville mulls budget, what the town council is considering on property tax rates as a deadline nears. Senior exemption, Sussex County officials attempt to finalize its updated property tax exemption for senior citizens.
This is CoastTV News Today.
March 25th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Time's 5:31, and you may need to drive a little slower with fog in some areas. We're dealing with fog. First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey joins us now to help you prepare as you make your way out the door. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. I think that fog is more prevalent across areas of Maryland as we're seeing visibility 3/4 of a mile in Salisbury right now, 2 miles in Ocean City, but much better as you head to the north. Now, Georgetown showing 10 miles. But that said, we still could be looking at areas of patchy fog across Sussex County, and this can make it more dangerous. You're out of the fog, you're back into it and out of it. So really be careful out there. Use the low beam headlights and pack your patience out there. That fog should dissipate here the next couple of hours. We do have a weak cold front sliding through, so we've got the fog. We've also got some clouds and maybe a few little sprinkles across Sussex County as this cold front is working through right now. Maybe a few light sprinkles across Maryland, near south of Salisbury, towards Golf Club Shores, towards Chincoteague as well. And that weak cold front will continue to press through, and then that will kind of scour out the atmosphere and get rid of the fog as we go through the next couple of hours. Otherwise, there is slightly drier air behind this system, so we'll get into sunshine and maybe a little breezier as we go into the afternoon hours. Temperatures now 44 in Seaford and Redden 44, so not too bad out the door. No ice scraping. 49 in Bethany Beach, 50 in Rehoboth right now. Winds are calm or very light, but they'll be picking up out of the west-northwest as this cold front works through. And by 6 a.m., we start to see the fog lifting and the clouds moving offshore. Then we get into sunshine and temperatures warming through the 40s this morning. By noon, upper 50s away from the coast, but cooler at the beaches. I think inland areas will get into the low 60s this afternoon, but cooler at the coast with clouds increasing later in the day. Bus stop forecast for the kiddos. Be extra vigilant this morning. As a driver, too, watch for that stop sign on the bus. When that pops out, make sure you stop because we have areas of fog that will limit visibility. 45, and then heading home, much better visibility, blue skies and some clouds, mild and breezy, and 59 degrees.
For that, and Bob, you're just giving us some information about that fog. We've been checking out the traffic cameras this morning, and here is the scene in Selbyville. This was just moments ago, and you can see, again, right above the Maryland-Delaware state line, you can see some of that fog. This is where US 113 intersects with Route 54. Now we're going to go north of that. We got a live look here at what is going on in Milford. Totally different situation. Again, this is in the southern area of Milford, just off of Route 1. No issues with fog there. So it depends on where you are in Delmarva and what you're dealing with on this Tuesday morning. A top story this half hour, the Millville Town Council. They're looking to move closer in finalizing its new budget for the 2026 fiscal year. The budget being reviewed shows no property tax increases. Overall, this budget projects to be just over $2 million in expenses. Public hearing scheduled for the 7 p.m. Tuesday Town Council meeting. That new fiscal year in Milford, that begins on May 1st. Finalizing property tax exemptions for seniors in Sussex County, that is going to be reviewed today during a public hearing at the council meeting in Georgetown. The county is working to keep that exemption in line with changing property values. Low-income seniors get up to $12,500 off of their taxable assessment. And with new assessed values, the county says that number could go up overall to $229,000. Income restrictions will stay the same. The deadline to submit an appeal to your new property assessment, that is approaching. Sussex County posting to Facebook that the deadline to file that appeal is next week, Monday, March 31st. The county says you can access that appeal form online. Happening today, it's actually going to be the first of a 2-day training event to introduce people to living shorelines and how to implement them along the coast. These are natural materials that are used for the shorelines, like oyster shells, native plants to prevent erosion and flooding. There's an event being held in Lewis. It takes place again today and tomorrow, and according to DENREC, it'll feature hands-on activities led by experts. Now taking a live look at Washington, D.C. and fallout there, continuing after what appears to be a big national security breach that involves the White House National Security Advisor himself. The Vice President, Defense Secretary, Secretary of State are all reportedly accused of planning a U.S. military operation via a non-government app, and apparently they accidentally included a journalist. At least that's what he is claiming. Amy Kiley shows us how lawmakers in both parties say it's critical to find out what exactly happened and how.
You can be sure the committee, House and Senate, will be looking into this.
Calls for answers are growing after cabinet members allegedly texted about U.S. military plans on an app. Editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg, says he was mistakenly added to the group chat on Signal. That's an encrypted app, but it's not considered a secure government channel. Goldberg says the group was planning this month's U.S. military strikes on Houthi targets in Yemen.
When I'm sitting in a Safeway parking lot watching my phone, realizing, oh my God, this might be real. I think Pete Hegseth just sent this group actual targeting information, actual sequencing of an attack.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth denies sending war plans, but the Trump administration has acknowledged the messages seem to be authentic. Several officials say the White House views the incident as a major error.
I was shocked.
The Atlantic says Mike Waltz convened the chat. He's the National Security Advisor, a role John Bolton held in the first Trump administration.
Let's forget the classification issue. How can you conduct official government business over a non-official channel?
The Espionage Act makes it a crime to mishandle classified information. Democrats are demanding an investigation, and some Republicans are calling for accountability.
It's a security violation, and there's no doubt that Russia and China saw this stuff.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Former Justice Department officials say an incident like this normally would result in FBI and DOJ probes. It's unclear if that will happen in this case, since it would require the Trump administration to investigate itself. And we still got a lot more news to get to on CoastTV News today. Coming up, Seaford City considerations, what a possible new restaurant is asking for, what they're expected at a council meeting later today. Also, defending state champs start out strong on top. We get highlights of the Cape Henlopen girls lacrosse game against Polytech. And help for your health. We'll tell you how Wicomico County is reaching out to those looking to quit smoking. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, learn the basics of kayaking and how to safely explore our local waterways. Then, discover a new dining spot serving up fresh seafood and rooftop views. Coast Life, today at 4 on Coast TV.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
For your home and your range, Bad Boy Mowers and Tractors are engineered for the life you lead. With superior accessories and implements that will help you make the most of your land. Home on the range. Bad Boy Mowers and Tractors. Power, performance, attitude.
A neighbor opens up after an attack.
I saw their dog run out of the garage and he beelined it right for my dog. It had my dog by the muzzle and the mouth.
Judge Judy.
Tuesday at 2 on CoastTV.
It is 5:40 on our Tuesday morning, a foggy morning for some. Not looking too bad on the DryTech cam right now in Ocean City. 50 degrees, and you can see across the bay, so that's always a good sign. Inland area is a different story. 3/4 of a mile in fog in Salisbury, 2 in Ocean City. So it looks like the fog is thicker across Maryland and then lighter as you work further north into Delaware. 44 in Delmarva right now, 46 in Georgetown, 50 in Ocean City, 50 in Rehoboth. So temperature's not bad out the door. You just have to pack your patience and drive with caution as we go through the morning hours. The fog will dissipate with time as we're looking at some cloudiness, maybe a few sprinkles with a cold front that's sliding through. A lot of this probably not hitting the ground. Otherwise, the cold front that is moving through, it's a weak one, but enough to kind of turn over the atmosphere and scour out the fog here the next few hours. And then we will see sunshine today and the breeze is picking up. Today's checklist, don't need the umbrella, but drive with caution, especially in the fog. Always drive with caution, actually. Use low beams in the fog, and sunscreen, a good idea later today. That March sun getting stronger. Always good to have a nice hot cup of coffee with you, warm beverage, and make sure you have the sunglasses as well. And also make sure you call the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone, another way to get your forecast. Sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico.
Happening today, why Comico officials say they are looking to help you quit smoking. According to the County Health Department, free classes begin today. The agency says this will happen over a 6-week session. And to register for help, you can call the number that we are showing you on your screen. Maryland is taking steps they say will keep your child safe while in the car. The state is announcing days for car seat checks across the Eastern Shore. Tomorrow, people can stop by the Salisbury Fire Department to learn proper installation and how to secure your child. Fire Department says there will also be dates in June and November. The Maryland Health Department says the event is free. NCAA women's basketball tournament and a thriller in College Park last night. 12 seconds remaining. We saw that three-pointer by Maryland's Sarah Tabiasu that sends it in overtime, in double overtime. That's where the Maryland defense denies Alabama a chance to tie. And just like their counterparts on the men's side, these Terps are Sweet 16 bound. Maryland will face defending national champ South Carolina on Friday night.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. The defending state champions started out the spring in girls lacrosse. It's Cape Henlopen taking on Polytech. The Vikings at home taking on the Panthers in Lewis, Delaware. We start things off. Claire Lopez getting to it quickly for Cape Henlopen. She finds Twine for the opening goal of the game, 1-0 Cape. Steinwedel scores the second goal of the contest, 2-0 Vikings. This time around, Reagan Best is the Viking goal scorer, 3-0 Cape. Haley Guacamello gets her name on the score sheet, 4-0 Cape. Polytech goalie Heidi Ryan doing her thing, though, making a save in the first quarter of action, but Steinwedel scores her second goal of the contest. That would make it 5-0 Cape Henlopen. The Vikings will go on to win 19-1, starting their 2025 campaign in dominating fashion. Staying with the Vikings, we will have them in our game of the night on Wednesday. Queen Anne's County is set to host Cape Henlopen in girls lacrosse. So far, the defending DIAA champs have won their last 4 meetings, including a dominant 14-2 victory at home last season. But the Lions won't go down without a fight. Queen Anne's is coming off another impressive season, finishing 2024 with a 16-2 total record. The Lions are set to host Cape Henlopen at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday on DSN. That'll for sports. Have a great day, everybody.
And coming up tonight on DSN at 4, we have a live Bayside Conference boys lacrosse, Parkside hosting Easton, and then it is the final score at 10:30. And on the DSN Plus app, you get that game that we just mentioned, along with these exclusives, all at 5:30, Easton and Parkside in girls lacrosse. Also, Sussex Academy travels to Kent Island in girls lacrosse, and it's Indian River and Sussex Central in girls soccer. Got some movie news for you. David Daniel looks back and ahead in today's Hollywood Minute.
Is that for me? No, son, that's for me.
It was 30 years ago that Bo Derek emerged from that pool in Tommy Boy. The actress and model says it was all she could do to keep a straight face on the set when stars Chris Farley and David Spade began improvising.
You know, David and Chris, every take could change the scene completely and surprise you and make you laugh. So you couldn't get used to a joke they did in take 1, because by take 5, it's completely different, and I'm still struggling. I can watch the film today and I can tell you where I'm just about to lose it.
A 30th anniversary 4K disc of Tommy Boy is available today.
Lock the front door!
The Strangers are back. Lionsgate has announced The Strangers Chapter 2, the second film in a planned trilogy, will arrive in theaters September 26th. That was the planned release date for Saw 11, which is now undated. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Rough week? You can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up now for free at coasttv.com/sign up and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Fridays.
We are seeing areas of dense fog out there this morning. Not too bad on the Tidal Health Cam in Salisbury. Some wet roads, but we are seeing fog, and some of that still could be dense here the next couple of hours, and it burns off. Delay travel if you can. Then we're looking at sunshine later today. Another round of showers tonight, but improving weather and pretty mild into the weekend. Your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
How many times have you tried to clean a stubborn mess but end up with no success? What you need is the all-new waterproof Ruby Horsepower, the new cordless and rechargeable power scrubber that cleans faster and easier, guaranteed. Watch, baked on oven grease is no match. It blasts away dirt and grime in no time. The power comes from our rotating brushes, spinning at 350 RPM. The incredible torque fights calcium, mildew, mold, and more. Take it in the kitchen, where it busts through caked-on crud, or outside and tackle tough tasks with ease. Get your Ruby Horsepower with 4 additional attachments, all for just $39.99. Great news! They're in stock and ready to ship. Due to high demand, only 2 per order. Order now.
Call 1-800-455-0217. That's 1-800-455-0217 or visit horsepowerscrubber.com. So call 1-800-455-0217 now.
Be a part of the ultimate outdoor experience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Join us Friday, April 25th from 3 to 8 and Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 4 at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Showcase your products and services to thousands of potential customers. Increase your brand awareness and reach a large audience at the DSN Outdoors Expo. For more information and to apply as a vendor today, visit WBOCEvents.com.
You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-263-0608. That's 1-800-263-0608 or go to vacutrim.com.
Time is 5:49. We're getting a live look at Ocean City. It's this part of Delmarva that's getting some fog. With Bob, and our look here at the canals, it looks pretty clear there.
Yeah. You know, it really depends on your location, Matt. Some places seeing good visibility, other places seeing that fog. And that's where it gets tricky. That's where you have to really be careful. 10 miles looking at quiet, clear conditions in Georgetown right now as far as the visibility goes. That said, that still doesn't mean you can't see a little bit of patchy fog outlying areas along the coast too. But then you get down into Maryland, 2 miles in Ocean City, 3/4 of a mile in Salisbury. So use the low beam headlights and delay travel if you can this morning, as we are seeing that fog, which should burn off here by about 8 a.m. or so. We're looking at clouds also moving through. There's a weak cold front sliding through, and that will tend to scour out the fog pretty quickly this morning. Could be a little sprinkle along that front, along the coast, and maybe a few sprinkles too south of Salisbury towards Chincoteague and Golf Club shores as that weak cold front is pressing through. But as it does, it will tend to mix out the atmosphere and dry us out a little bit too, and then scour out the fog. And here's that front that is moving through right now. You see clearer skies, and there is some dry air behind this, so we will see sunshine today, and I think the breezes will pick up as well, as we're seeing, well, mostly clear skies across the Tennessee and Ohio valleys now. But farther back to the west, we are seeing showers from Iowa all the way down into Kentucky, and this is the next system that will affect us with a little bit of rain through the overnight hours. Not a big system, but perfect rain. We'd like to see that rain at night this time of year, and we'll see that tonight. 46 in Georgetown now, 45 in Salisbury, 48 for you in Bethany Beach, and 50 in Rehoboth. So temperature's not too bad, and the winds are calm, but the tendency is out of the northwest. And as that front pushes on through, we'll see those winds pick up this morning. We'll also see it start to clear out. I don't think it'll be totally sunny, but I think we will start to see the fog lifting and the clouds departing as well, as temperatures are rising through from the low 40s and then into the low 50s by about 9 a.m. 52 in Salisbury, 51 in Millsboro, 40s at the coast. And then by noon, we're into the upper 50s, near 60 away from the coast, but at the beaches, much cooler. Temperatures only in the low to mid 50s there. But then you hop inland by about 10 miles or so, and it's much milder. 60 in Millsboro around 2 o'clock and 60 in Delmar. So we'll be in the lower 60s as we go into the late afternoon hours. We do start to increase the clouds ahead of that next system. And by 8 o'clock this evening, maybe a few showers start to build in. Those showers becoming a little more widespread by 10 o'clock. Not a big system. Temperatures in the low 50s, maybe a brief downpour here and there by midnight. But then the system is offshore by 3 a.m. and we're looking at clearing skies. And then it's cooler into Wednesday morning with temperatures in the upper 30s. It's breezy and cooler as we go into Wednesday with temperatures only into the low to mid 50s. And then as we go into Thursday morning, even colder. If you have the plants outside, make sure you bring them in. We're looking at lower 30s. And then on Thursday, temperatures only in the low to mid 50s. Maybe about a tenth to about 2/10, maybe a third of an inch with the rain through the overnight as we warm it up into the weekend. Dry on Saturday, increasing clouds Sunday. It looks like our next chance of rain comes later Sunday into Monday. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, lower 60s this afternoon. Then those showers tonight. 57 Wednesday, lots of sunshine Thursday, 55, 64 Friday. Big warm up into the weekend and early next week, lower 70s. Better chance of rain later Sunday into Monday.
All right, thank you. Bob, NASA now knows the origin of this frothy image. It's a random alignment nicknamed the cosmic tornado because of its appearance. And they are outflows produced by jets launched from a nearby forming star. The outflows can extend for light years, which creates shock waves. The material heats to higher temperatures and then cools, emitting visible light. Several topics in Seaford will go before officials for a discussion today at the City Council meeting, and this includes a possible restaurant. According to the agenda, O&I Singh LLC, they're requesting a preliminary site plan review to build what they're terming an eating establishment with drive-through and parking. Seaford leaders also considering bids for the Riverwalk railing installation. The city says it will hold its municipal election from April 19th from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. There are two candidates running for council, Jose Santos and current member Orlando Holland.
Some areas of Delmarva seeing the fog. Not so in Dover right now. 49, your visibility pretty good, but we've got that denser fog farther south. So delay travel if you can this morning. That fog will burn off here in the next couple of hours. And sunshine today. Another round of showers tonight. Dry rest of the week, and then a nice warm up and dry most of the weekend. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
For greatness. Get more with DSN Plus. Subscribe today.
Come out to the Delaware Seafood Fest at Shelbyville on Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy steamed crabs, shrimp, lobster, and more while enjoying live music all day. Plus, have fun with a variety of family entertainment such as craft vendors, raffles, contests, and more. Proceeds from this event will go to support the Stevenson Foundation, which provides funding for scholarships and more. Get your tickets now at DelawareSeafoodFestival.com. Sponsored by CoastTV.
Flashing lights. See them, and you know to go slow. Now we put that same technology in the palm of your hand with Lizard Flare. It's the high-tech safety flare with no flame. Lizard Flare uses 15 high-intensity LED strobes that can be seen nearly a mile away, and a powerful magnet that sticks to your car without exiting the vehicle. Look, flares are dangerous, but Lizard Flare won't let you down. A dead battery, an empty gas tank. With Lizard Flare, help is on the way. Lizard Flare Pro has an ultra-bright flashlight too.
Get your Lizard Flare for only $9.99, but wait, Lizard Flare may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Lizard Flare is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. There is a strict limit of 2 vehicle packs per order. Call now.
This may be your last chance, so call 1-800-604-4696. That's 1-800-604-4696, or visit lizardflare.com now.
Introducing Paisano, the authentic pizza oven by Granite Stone. Now make the world's most delicious pizza with real stone right in your own home. You simply set it and let it make golden, crispy, extra cheesy stone-baked pies in under 6 minutes. You can get your Paisano pizza oven for just 3 easy payments of $39.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free.
Call 1-800-608-5198 or order online at buypaisano.com.
Approaching 5:57 on this Thursday morning, and time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day. And here we go, Coastal Pet of the Day. We got Purdy here on your screen. This pretty girl was submitted to us by Linda in Frankfurt, and we want to see more of your pets. You can scan that QR code there at the top to get them to us, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. Okay, we're now at 5:57. We're going to get a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door. And Bob, you are continuing to track fog, but it's just in some areas on the peninsula today.
Yeah, you know, we've been seeing some of the cameras along the coast where the coast is clear, Matt, but then inland areas, it's a different story, especially southern Sussex County into Maryland, too. So watch for that fog early on, but then I think that quickly breaks up and lifts this morning with sunshine and temperatures warming through the 50s into the lower 60s later on and getting breezy. It's going to be cooler at the coast. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We are going to see another round of showers tonight. Then it dries out Wednesday, 57. Lots of sunshine Thursday, 55. 64 on Friday. And break out the grill and it's going to get nice. Saturday through Monday, lower 70s, but rain later Sunday into Monday. It does cool off Tuesday and Wednesday. Another rain chance by Thursday.
Tempting to start grilling season a week early. Coming up in our next hour, a property tax plan, what Millville officials are looking at ahead of its budget deadline. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.